The meaning of headline break under the Saturn mount. There is this famous book that mentions that if you have this kind of a break under the Saturn mount and the mount of moon has exaggerated something like this, and there are many vertical lines under the mount of Saturn, and you have got vertical lines on the lowest phalange of the Saturn finger, it would basically indicate deafness, or it could be wound in the legs. See, some of the things that the books mention, they may be correct or they may not be correct. It also mentions one more thing, that there are small dots, something like these, that may appear out here near to the headline. That could mean deafness and wound in the legs. Now, some of these things could be correct, but not everything can be correct. Whatever the book is saying, because normally what the book says, you don't actually see it in real life. And very few people may have this kind of indication, so it is very difficult to actually confirm that if what is said in the book is correct or not. But I certainly do believe that if there is a break on the headline under the Saturn finger, that would mean some kind of restriction, because Saturn is a very slow moving planet. It is a planet for depression, sadness. There are good qualities and bad qualities as well that are mentioned out here. You can read through these particular qualities, good and bad qualities that are there. So, but the bad qualities get applied to the person if there is a break on the headline under the Saturn mount. I normally give this kind of an indication that if you have got a break, then probably it could be mental breakdown. It could also be a change in personality of that particular person. It could also mean stomach related issues, and at the same time deafness as well, because Saturn, people who have got badly marked Saturn, the chances of deafness may increase. These vertical lines that are mentioned in the book, one of the books, one of the famous books, these vertical lines that are mentioned in the book, I certainly disagree with the book, because vertical lines are considered to be good. I would say that if there were crisscrossing lines out here, then it would be a negative indication. Then it would be a negative indication, and not these vertical lines. Although I also admit that it's better to have one single line under the mount of Saturn instead of multiple lines. Even these lines that you see on the phalange, these vertical lines, these are considered to be a very good sign. If these were horizontal lines is something like these horizontal lines that you see, then it would become negative. And if you have got a grill, that then even in more negative aspects can get applied. More vertical and horizontal lines, something formation, something like this, is certainly a very bad indication, and it could mean any of those negative qualities like depression, sadness, stomach related issues, spine related issues, and many more issues may crop up, and even deafness may come to that particular person. But do not be alarmed, do not be too much of alarmed by these particular indications, even if you have them, because certainly with medical science there, you can correct these things. And not see, one line interpretation break on the headline, it could have multiple meanings, not one meaning. So sometimes what the book says, the person really gets alarmed. So I would say don't get alarmed at all. Lead a normal kind of a life. Don't worry and be happy. Thanks. Bye. And